What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Brandon here, back with another episode of the Story of God cartoon. And today we are brought to you by Raid Shadow Legends. Raid Shadow Legends. Choose from over 5 different hero classes and put them at battle with each other to fight and get the points on the E-charts. And you too can be a Shadow Legend yourself. Raid Shadow Legends available now for iOS, and smash it and ring it and sub it and like it, baby. All right. Yeah, you could tell when you start saying baby that your British accent is going to seed. It ain't so great. It is Brandon here. That's a little YouTube joke. And it's Monday, and I missed you guys. I really did. I really like posting for y'all. And 2 days without being able to do it kind of sucks. Huge thanks to all you patrons. I love it. It's really cool. It feels awesome. And I know most of y'all are pretty serious artists yourselves, more serious than me anyway. And considering most of you are, man, I suggest getting up on this shit, and I can pay you back for your investment. But it's great, man. Basically, right now, Patreon's paying for 1 week of groceries for me, and that feels strangely good. I never really considered doing a Patreon before, but I just want to express my gratitude. It means a whole bunch to me. So today, for y'all, cool kids who aren't like, 2 issues behind, you got the whole Noah's Ark deal. A lot here. Genesis 6:15 through Genesis 8:22. God regretting his decision to create humanity and imbue them with free will, but it doesn't say that anywhere. There's no mention of, he gave them free will whatsoever. Let me turn this thing off. There's no mention of free will anywhere. It's just God made people. They got out of Eden. Cain killed Abel. Lamech came along and glorified violence and polygamy and all that stuff. And God just decided that humanity was evil. And he was fucking right. Finally. So he decides to kill everybody. And all the animals too. All right. That's pretty evil, I think. I mean, Lamech was avenged 70-fold. God just wipes out everybody and everything that breathes air. He's careful. And in the text, if you read it, which I recommend you do, God damn, that motherfucker, he's just on and on about, okay, now I'm going to kill everybody. I'm going to kill everybody. No, it's like, hey, check out the keel that I put together for the ark. Is this what you were talking about? And God's like, yeah, that's great. I'm going to kill everybody. Over and over again, hammering on it. Like, he's got a big heart on for killing everybody. And he's a dick. I mean, he's a dick. I'll just say it. He's a dick. Actually, I kind of like him because he's a dick. It's like, yeah. Anyway, yeah, so God comes up to Noah. He's got some very specific specifications for for building an ark capable of housing 7 of every clean animal and 2 of every dirty animal, which has to do with the hooves, Cloven hooves are cool. What is it? There's a bunch of criteria for that. Cloven hooves are cool. Pigs suck. A whole bunch of animals suck. But anyway, as we know, I mean, frankly, either you believe the story of Noah and you're a literalist, or you believe in evolution and you believe that after the flood, all of the unique species of, say, Australia, but there's a lot of other places that have very unique species, evolved following the flood, because there's no other explanation. Unfortunately, most of the people that profess to be really into the Bible don't know fuck all about the fucking Bible, unfortunately. It would be cool. My personal feeling, and I don't want to get into my personal feelings, but I'm going to. My personal feeling is that, it's cool being religious, But I think that we need to get together, all the religious leaders, and just kind of take the mysticism and all that stuff out of it and just make it a cultural thing. And these are the ancient writings, and I follow this ancient tradition, and I derive meaning from it. I derive certain ways to be. I follow the laws of. I generally follow the laws of Moses. Frankly, I sure do. But I don't believe in this supernatural stuff. Unfortunately, and I tried. Believe me, I tried. For after I became an adult, I twisted my brain in every way to have faith. Not necessarily in God, but I wanted to believe that magic was real. I took Tai Chi. I wanted to believe that I could move energy around. And when my Tai Chi teacher told me that a Tai Chi master could defeat any opponent of any other discipline, I wanted to believe that I was studying the true way, the Wu. But that's not true, because there's this Chinese mixed martial artist, radio DJ, not an incredible successful mixed martial artist, but he routinely kicks the piss out of Tai Chi and Kung Fu masters, which is largely a fitness routine. Anyway, I'm way off topic. I shouldn't be going to China. It ain't got nothing to do with the Bible, except that China was flooded as well, apparently. One big issue. There's a ton of issues with this involving weight and feeding the animals, collecting the animals. How the hell's there an olive tree when after 150 days, when the world's been submerged for 150 days, just 150 days. So even if an olive seed took root, okay, so that's it. But the main one is just that there ain't enough water on Earth to flood the whole planet with water. This just doesn't exist. And I know this because I've read and listened to some lectures and stuff. But I think the main thing here, there just isn't enough water. If there was, it had to go somewhere. Which, I guess, I don't know, the vaults of the abyss. I kind of like the idea of the vaults of the abyss, or the floodgate. Yeah, the fountains of the abyss and the floodgates of the sky, as God says. So, yeah, here we are. Of course, they end up on the mountain, in the mountains, after 150 days. And the first thing Noah does is grab one of every, what is it? Yeah, it's one of every clean animal. That's a lot of freaking animals. And sets about the task of offering them in holocaust to God, which is a massive freaking extermination effort to undertake after 150 days at sea. That's a lot of killing for God, but Noah knew what was up. Lamech's son was a far better man than his braggadocious father, and he knew what to do. He burned those animals. God smelled the sweet, sweet smell of burning giraffe, and he thought to himself, "I'm never going to do this again." It was, and here it is. I mean, here it is. I got to speak up. My microphone still sucks, even though my webcam's all right. Thanks to Johan for kicking down a sweet Cisco 50-degree f1.7 webcam. There's some markings on there too. I don't know what that. I should know. I went to college for cameras and shit. Anyway, where was I? Yeah, so God makes two big mistakes. The first mistake is creating man in the first place, because before then he was very happy, super creative, and enjoying himself immensely. Making stars, making animals, watching them mate, just set them all up, and it's kind of like The Sims, I guess. Then he makes man, and all of a sudden he's all pissed off all the time. So he loses his shit and decides that making people was a mistake. And then he kind of says, you know what, wiping out everyone was not the coolest thing to do, and I'll never do it again because of Noah. I don't know. I loved this story when I was a little kid. As an adult, you read it, and you just, it's a big stretch in a number of different ways. And, I find it to be pretty funny how Bible literalists will just cling to this story. It would be pretty easy, I think, to simultaneously say the lesson here to say that the lesson of wickedness and, even if you want to go into God being an entity and say, well, God loves us and he punished us and he made a promise. And when you see a rainbow, it means that God will never bring mass extinction to the earth again. We're protected from extinction, yada, yada, yada. But of course, this was written thousands of years ago. Even a creationist would say it was written thousands of years ago, and it probably wasn't a global flood, and it probably wasn't two of every animal, which it's seven of the clean animals, not just two. Two is for the dirty animals. I don't know why they changed that because it's always two by two when you hear the stories, but that's not the case. But you could very easily say that this story has meaning and an element of truth, but drives me nuts that people insist that it is literally as it occurs in the Bible because you're going to lose people that way. You ministers and priests and pastors and whatever the hell else, you're going to lose people like that. You lost me like that. It's stuff like that where you lose people. And let me just tell you, when you lose people, you lose money, right? You lose money and you lose reach. So what the hell? Um, at least run your damn church as like someone would run a YouTube channel. Don't lose the subscribers. I mean, look at me. I look at how many subscribers I have. I got a Raid Shadow Legends sponsorship in the works. And so, yeah, I'm going on. And the reason is because I haven't seen you guys since Friday, and I'm just a very lonely man. So this is my opportunity to talk to people. And yeah. Anyway, no, really, I'm super excited that you guys are here on the Patreon. And Patreon's a special space. Y'all know who you are. You creative types. Y'all ought to hop up on there because I'd love to subscribe to you and keep updated and get exclusives and all that stuff. So anyway, I love you guys. I really do. And if you're seeing this on YouTube, you can hop over at my Patreon uh, and get on the Bible there. Instagram, Facebook, I'll put it all down in the comments. Smash the like, ding the bell, do everything you can, support the channel, although the channel's just webcam crap. Uh, but yeah, I mean, I don't know. Thanks. I'll see you guys tomorrow. And I'm going to, now for that little awkward part where I look for how to hit stop on the camera. And there we are. And